Bill Anderson's Death Tours here at you, my friends. I honestly don't know how I'm ever going to top this one. I am in the room where on October 4th, 1970, one of the premier rock stars of the 60s passed away, Miss Janis Joplin. And before I show you exactly where she was found dead from a heroin overdose, show you the room here. It's a little tiny balcony out here. Rumor has it this park right across the street here is where she had bought her heroin that day. She had been working on what became her final album. This is the kitchen area. This is one of the reasons Janis liked to stay here, because it had such amenities. Stove, obviously, refrigerator, counter, kitchen counter, cabinets, plenty of room to open up the window on a nice cool night, let some air in. And to set the mood, I'm playing Janis Joplin's greatest hits. And right here is where her body was found on October 4th. I'm playing her greatest hits. She came and sat down on the side of the bed here. And the heroin that she had taken and shot up with was so strong it killed nearly a dozen people around Hollywood that same day. Of course, none of them had the notoriety of Janis. And when she did her heroin, it kicked in and she literally fell off the side of the bed here. And at the time there was a nightstand sitting right over here. And she fell down in this area of the floor right here. And this is where she was found, October 4th of 1970. Now the fans through the years have come to make this room a shrine to Janis. This is the closet area. And you can see what they've done. And as it says there, this wall is dedicated to Janis Joplin from the Highland Gardens Hotel. It's formerly the Landmark Hotel at the time when she passed. And the walls are completely decorated with people's sentiments toward Janis, acknowledging her, praising her for her beautiful music that she left behind. She was only 27 years old. On this side of the closet, people actually have left her Southern Comfort, which was one of her favorite drinks. You see some of the feathers and other items that people have left here to remember Janis by. And this was the bathroom, and is the bathroom. Sure, it looked probably a little different when she was here. And here's another closet. That is a total tribute to Janis. I'll sign it before I check out tomorrow myself. It's pretty incredible. This has actually been on my bucket list of things to do. For many years, I have wanted to come here and stay in this room and pay my respects to Janis. I was 14 years old when she passed away, so she is my era. I didn't become really acquainted with her music until well after she had died, though, unfortunately. I guess like a lot of artists, they're more appreciated in death than they really are in life. And my old tag team partner, Chris Colt, back in the early 70s, 73, 74, 75, in Arizona, where I started wrestling, would play Janis pretty much 24/7. And I couldn't help but fall in love with her music and her soulfulness and the spirit that she had in her music and her soul. She put it all out there in every song. She laid it all out. She left nothing behind. It reminded me of one other artist that we just lost not too long ago, Mr. Joe Cocker. My tag team partner Chris Colt's other favorite artist was Joe Cocker. Now Joe I got to see 3 times in concert in Chicago, Phoenix, and Los Angeles. Never got to see Janis in concert, but Joe Cocker on every song gave his heart to the audience. And Janis did too. So, like I said, this has been many years in coming, getting to stay in this room. And on my Big Bill Anderson's death tours, I honestly don't know how I can top this. This has really honestly been a bucket list, one of my top bucket list items to do in my life. I know other people might find that very strange, but I chose a strange profession when I was 15, 16 years old to want to get into, which was professional wrestling, which I did for nearly 30 years. So I don't think it's unusual that here I am at 62 years of age, started a YouTube channel a year ago, Big Bill Anderson's Death Tours, and trying to document some of the places I go to, some of the people I meet, some of the people I have met in my life that influenced me, like Janis Joplin. And to know that this, and I will say it, beautiful young lady was found dead here, laying here so many years ago, 1970. It's absolutely incredible. 48 and a half years ago, she was found dead right here in this spot. So I am here at the Highland Gardens Hotel, Hollywood, California, formerly the Landmark Hotel. Right out my window is the sign, somewhere out there, that says Highland Gardens Hotel in Hollywood. It's the 17th of March, 2019, and I can think of no place I would rather be than right here in Janis Joplin's room, where she spent her last minutes of her life 48 and a half years ago. So we'll take you outside here just for a moment. Okay, so this is Janis's room right here, room 105. And the man that used to stay right here in the next room over in 107 is no stranger to anybody. Jim Morrison used to stay right here in 107 quite often. This was since it was right off the Sunset Strip area of Hollywood, a lot of the rock bands would stay here. Joe Cocker would stay here, Creedence Clearwater Revival, even members of the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra's group of guys, Sammy Davis, Dean Martin, they would take a room here for whatever reason. Many bands played here, or stayed here, and many movies were filmed at this hotel also. Another room that's kind of cool is right here. Room 112 was Paul Kantner's room from Jefferson Airplane. And he was known to stay in this room as other members of Jefferson Airplane would stay. People that didn't live here, a lot of these people, like Janis, for instance, and Paul Kantner lived in the Bay Area, San Francisco-ish area. So they would come down this way, whether it be concerts or recording in Hollywood, and want to stay at a hotel that had kitchens, that sort of thing, make it a little easier sometimes for the people. Now, the night that Janis passed away, this area right here, there used to be a cigarette machine back in the days when that was an item in hotels, and she had come here and bought a pack of cigarettes, and she'd come over here to get some change from the front desk clerk. At that time, it was over in this area. Now it's a beautiful area over here. This is a young man right here that helped check me in. He's my man right there. But this is the new front desk area. It's been like this for a few years here, a couple years. And over here was the old area, which is pretty neat. Now I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go out by the swimming pool. This is there's 70 rooms at this hotel. It's built in the 1950s. Obviously a bit outdated nowadays. But I guess reportedly there's some video. Janis used to go swimming right here in the pool. Right here in the swimming pool. And I had seen some photos before of her band hanging out up here on this balcony up here. And there's a swimming pool for the Highland Gardens. Looks pretty nice. Just wanted to take you out here and show you this. Down that way is the underground parking area that they have for folks to park. And the day Janis's body was found, her Porsche was found outside, and that's what alerted her business manager that something was wrong. She was late for rehearsal for the album, her final album, working on that, and he saw her car out there, and it was painted multiple colors. I'll try to insert a photo of it here in case you have never seen it. Her Porsche, and we'll walk out to the front here. And that is literally Sunset Boulevard, just down the way there. Another bit of trivia here. The man that sang "I Fought the Law" and the Law Won, Bobby Fuller, he was found dead in his car that was parked right where this building is now. Was not here back in the 60s when he passed away. And he used to live in the apartments that are right over there. And his body was found right there. And there's a photo of Bobby standing outside by his car looking at this hotel, though he was standing with his back to this hotel back in the 60s, long before Janis was here, obviously. And we'll just come out here. This is Franklin Avenue right here. Janis's room right here that I'm staying in, room 105, right there. Highland Gardens Hotel, formerly Landmark, and her car was parked right here the day they found her dead in her room. This is the underground parking area. Just thought I'd show you this, take you for a little walk around the hotel here. Highland Gardens Hotel, October 4th, 1970, Janis Joplin found dead. Right there, in that room, right up there. Folks, thank you for watching my channel, Big Bill Anderson's Death Tours. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends about my channel, and thank you very much. Have a great day.